for subscribing, we get to pull a Christmas cracker. Because I'm a terrible human being and think this is funny. Left or right? Left or right? Everybody gets to call left or right, but since there's only one person in chat, it's Monocron, you go left or right.
A sorry starting Sunday, everybody, as we did it again. I'm afraid the last week, maybe two, I've just been completely burnt out and haven't recorded much by way of vlog stuff, nor did I manage to get it edited. Also, my Zenyatta video was supposed to go up and I didn't get that up, so I'm really sorry. We've missed another week. But that means at the Sunday of the end of the 2 weeks, I'm recording an introduction to just kind of bring you through what I did record and what I have been through the last 2 weeks, because it involves big university projects, big LARP event that I went to, though I didn't get much footage from it. I'm going to try and borrow somebody else's, and just ironically the most amount of my own cosplay stuff that I've gotten done in ages. Like, so much problem solving with the foam build for Vetra. I'm actually thrilled by it. It's kind of, I've taken an entirely new, different approach to building this than I would do for commission work or university work, and compartmentalizing the two things and approaching it a different way has just been a revelation that I've gotten it done. But you know what, that's probably something for a different video. But of course I have to say sorry again, but more than that, I have to say thank you so much to those of you who still come here, who are still here, still with us. It's amazing that every comment that I get on these videos just makes the whole thing feel worthwhile, and other people are enjoying it, and yeah, it gives me the energy to actually carry on editing these together, because I lose an afternoon every time I want to edit these together, which, to be fair, I really enjoy editing, as it turns out. But you know what, let's jump back and keep the ball, and let's jump back and see what the last week had. Welcome back, gals, guys, and everyone else, to a Mechanical Monday, as I am here nice and early at uni in our laser lab doing some uni work for our current group project. We have some rather shiny giant laser machines, and it is one hell of a day to actually get back to cycling and doing exercise. So make of that what you will, as it seems I'm being punished for trying to be healthy. But speaking of being healthy, it's my first medicated Monday, if we want to keep the alliteration going, which is fine, but the side effects haven't been great. But today they've been much less, and it's my 5th day on this stuff. So, and it might even just be that it has been had a better night's sleep last night. So, but speaking of alliteration, motivational Monday, as I am still on a bit of a high from getting so much done on Vetra last night with the making Monday of all the foam, which it seems a bit self-indulgent to say this, but I'm super thrilled with how the armor came together, because that's something that I've been really worrying about recently, and it's kind of the worry and not having enough time to plan it, to pattern everything out, has really been weighing on me and stopped me from starting it. But I just decided to, I'll cut strips of foam, I'll glue them together in about the right shape, and I can alter it down, change it about from there, and then you can pattern out the panels and all that. And it worked. And the act of just doing it, rather than trying to think about it, planning it and all of that, just did it. But maybe that's a little bit self-indulgent, since I've got a fair bit of experience with foam, and it's not like I'm going to run out of materials. So maybe I'm not the best role model, but anyway, my laser job is about to finish, so I'm going to go back to this and see what else we get up to today.
Wednesday, university work continued, so I guess working Wednesday. I've got some very sort of poor B-roll footage of me just using the circular saw, showing off what we got done. Lots of laser cutting, laser etching, heat bending, all of the walls for our double layer project thing, because it's a 2 layers worth of a building, and then I'm doing the fascia and the baseboard. But the most exciting part was I got to come home and actually work more on Vectra. Annoyingly, it was the last time I actually got to do that last week, but oh, I'm so happy with how great it's coming together, despite it being really ad hoc. But then Wednesday was spraying day. Spraying day Wednesday? Wednesday spray day? I can't alliterate that, but you see me mixing the paints, then using our sprays, and then carrying on working quite late on the Wednesday. I say quite late. University ends at 4 for us. Well, technically the place closes at 9, but teaching hours are until 4. But we're kind of expected to be there as long as it takes to get our project work done. And as you can see, the same thing happened on Thursday. That's my breakfast in the little can there. And here's all the stuff I need to get done, the progress of our project. And then here is university at 5:30 on the Thursday night, which is insane considering how poorly motivated students tend to be. But yeah, it was packed, and 5:30. We were there till 7. Ugh.
A Fan Friday, and by that I mean it's London Comic Con weekend. Yes. So I've got picked up, rented my car, and we're off to London Wait, no, this isn't right. This what? No, we're going to a LARP event. What's going on? Something I didn't talk about. I mentioned it on Facebook a couple of times, but I decided, due to stress and anxiety related reasons, to not do Comic-Con in October this year. It only occurred to me like the beginning of this week that I hadn't actually mentioned it in the vlogs. So some of you who watch might be expecting to see me there, since I'm there all other times. But because of the stress involved with starting university again, having to make stock and all of that, I decided to skip out on it. And actually, that allowed me a free weekend to go off to a LARP event. So I'm doing that instead. Right now I have to sort out some straps for this mask, because it's going to another member of my group. In a moment I will be taking a long drive up through the countryside. It's real nice because we're going to the south of Wales, basically, to a campsite. And yeah, no Comic-Con. I'm still lingeringly anxious and stressed from the university deadline that finished yesterday. Well, finishes today, but I can't go in today because we're heading off. And we finished it last night, and this is it. It's the dissected building. I made some tiny pianos for it, and I'm really happy with it. But yeah, it's quite nice. Anyway, I'm gonna sort this out. I've got some experimental paint things over there, which I will show you next week, because this entire week has been a little bit sparse because of the university deadline, and I'm not going to go into like wild details of my university projects because I don't think that's interesting. What has been interesting is the work that I have gotten done on Vectra, which I'm really happy with, and actually I'm actually kind of upset that I don't get to do anything more on it. I mean, this costume is janky as all hell, but I have such a high from actually making it. This thing is not up to the standard I would like to hold myself to. But that's fine. It's a thing that I have made, and I want to talk more about that next week. But for the moment, I'm going to finish this thing, and we're going to head off, and we're going to have a fun weekend camping in the winter.
Strong! You fight me! Stand down! And I am the elder. You follow me, and I tell you. Are you protesting? Right now, tell me. You step down and fight me now.
with a fresh week of streaming, got to the Tuesday night crafting stream to carry on with Vectra, which would make this a Turian Tuesday. And as you can see, we've got all the base parts of the armour down, all kind of massed out, and now I'm putting all the details in. I'm using greaseproof paper to pattern the whole thing out, pinning it on, drawing over it, and we get all the stuff on the front done. But I don't get to stream on Thursday due to just fatigue from this goddamn medication. But then Friday was cool, so... Jasper, what was your favourite thing from tonight?
Summoning my nemesis when I was trying to attack this evil dog monster. Didn't go well.
Louis!
Well, I have a scary part, which I actually haven't said already. When his nemesis tried to put me in a little box. And just with a smile on his face.
What happened when he managed to put something in a box?
Equals dead.
Sean!
I turned into a giant 6-foot cockroach and nobody cared, but I also killed a vampire.
My favourite part was when I first appeared, everybody's first instinct was to try and kill me.
Not everybody's. I thought you were a good idea. It was a good thing we
I think
checked
it was
that closet
just me
that you
that
were
tried
hiding in.
Just me that tried to kill you.
Ryu?
I like the bit where Louis tried to kill something that was incorporeal with melee attacks and attempted to rip off its arm, but it just...
Rip off its arm.
Well, okay, but then it became gas and it lived, so you achieved nothing.
And then I
threw
killed
a
it
dog
because
in
it
it.
was a vampire. That was a cat.
This is a dumb game.
So dumb.
It's Saturday, and today was actually supposed to be my first attempt at running a cosplay makerspace sort of event. But with deadlines, not many students showed up. There was one person from the local cosplay community who was going to show up, but I don't think they could get childcare. But what we have here are just the usual suspects.
Thanks. That's all we are.
It's a good. It's a good thing. I don't know what you're talking about, but it is allowing me to actually get progression on the not interesting parts of Vectra. Primarily because at the moment I am doing nothing but sanding parts of Vectra, and then I'm going to be filling it with this chalk, which is not stuff I want to stream because it's boring. Freya over here is sketching out some designs for some stuff she wants to make, and Ryu is practicing rotocasting, so she'll use one of my Zenyatta mold later. And then we have just someone who's crashed us, I guess. Yeah. Although today I discovered there is a switch in our house that turns all the power off to this building. That's brand new information to me. And I panicked a little bit when I discovered that I accidentally flicked it when I was moving my bike about the house. So that was stressful. Anyway, gotta carry on with this. Whee! And then Sunday is the last day of our week, but when we get our big major stream done, and here I got all of the big fat parts done on the back of Vectra's armour. And again, thank you so much for being here for this vlog, as we use this as an opportunity, as we were just watching me speedily putting this stuff together, because it was only about a 3-hour stream and I got a hell of a lot done. But either way, time-lapsed, it's a bit weird, and I don't really know what I'm saying right now. It's early in the morning when I'm editing this video, and I need to go to university, but my motivation is just shot. But either way, you can see what's happening here, and it's the wonkiest thing I've ever made, but lots of filling and sanding will hopefully, once it's painted, make it look nice. But here's something new. I'm base coating it with wood glue mixed with both water and soap as a flow aid, but we'll see how that works as a base coat. But anyway, hopefully this will be progressed next week and you can join us then. Thanks! So that was my left, but it was your right, so you win. And what was your prize? Got a little frog. Yay! Aww. You You can there. You can collect. You can collect this at London Comic Con next year.